If the cold doesn't bother you, let's take a walk outside.
The cold doesn't bother me anyway. Welcome back to another episode of Love and Deep Space. This is Noe here. Yeah, that started out with the Elsa line because I come every time on this game and this man has to say something or the other. It's so funny. And I was not expecting him to be like, "Oh, does the cold bother you?" I'm like, "No. This is the perfect opportunity to use let
If
it
you're
go."
tired, just go to bed. Your eyelids are drooping, and staying up won't help.
Silas, I have a game to play. Quite literally, I have a game to play. I'm supposed to get your card, get your hair, get your accessories, get your outfit. Even though I'm not really fond of the the, the weird grunge belts and barely there jackets, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Also, we have a mail. Let's see what that's all about. Ooh, nice. I mean, like, thanks, I guess. Although 200 diamonds are a bit pathetic. They're just like sad gifts, but okay. The the longer I stay on the screen, I know this man will start saying something or the other. The yapper. My favorite yapper. Don't say a word, okay? Silas, don't say a word. Not right now. I have an event to complete. We can
You
wait.
mumbled something interesting in your sleep. Do you want to know what you said?
This is so right on point. This is so coincidental. Love it. I probably spoke about completing the event, which I should. So excuse me, I need to do what I need to do. Bye. Oh, look who we have here. Oh, it's Xavier. Wait, is it Xavier? No. It's Silas. I look at the back, the jewels and the chain. That's where I know. Okay, yes. It's our man Silas. But anyways, I have something interesting to talk about, so I will be doing that. I was on Twitter. Let me just lower the volume a little because honestly I can't concentrate. Okay. So I was on Twitter and I read a whole discourse about the cards. I read a lot of opinions. Now, Twitter is a place where it's a very chaotic place. It's a very frenzied place. It's a place that I don't know. It's a part of me wants to say it's as good as this weird dystopian event that we have going on. It's similar to that, but at the same time, it has its perks. It has like very funny tweets that you read from time to time, really funny memes, and some of the tweets are absolutely hilarious. You have all of that, and then you have like weird tweets, like weird opinions, a lot of exaggerated stuff, a lot of things. Like when I read stuff on Twitter, I'm like, is this a little far-fetched? Isn't this a little bit of an exaggeration? Like, are you guys for real, or like are you guys joking about whatever you're saying? Because sometimes a lot of it is just downright very serious in nature, and then you're like, you guys okay, or do you guys need help? So I read about the cards. Apparently they are like an hour long, more longer than just regular myths that you have, the special myth cards, right? So it's longer than those, and they have two endings. I'm like, okay, interesting. So there was this controversial opinion about Silas that I read in I think another YouTuber's comment section, somebody screenshotted that. I think the same person whose YouTube video was screenshotted that comment about, you know, some very inappropriate stuff going on in Silence's Guard. And the commenter, because the commenter was the one who wrote that his card was bad, so and so forth. He did some very inappropriate things, and I'm like, okay, interesting. So I don't know now. I don't know the nature of any of the cards, to be honest. I just know that these are hour-long and they have good ending and a bad ending. And depends on like your options, obviously, and how you go about playing the storyline, the memory card, right? So all of those things, and sometimes I'm just like, how do we feel about this entire situation? I keep thinking about it, like whether it's this the banner, whether it's the other controversy going on, so much of drama with people's opinions and stuff, and you can't really, I feel like you can't really avoid that. A lot of times it's just in your face. It's always kind of like staring in your face, and then like it's sort of also affects your gameplay sometimes, because you're like, damn, maybe I should take a break. I don't feel that way yet, although I did feel that way a couple of weeks back. I was like, dude, I can't deal with this anymore. But then I kind of carried on, because I was like trying to get over some of the things that I didn't like personally, and then I was just like, it's a game in the end, right? It's a game. People have like their own opinions about what they find good about the game, what they find bad about the game, their own criticism. They have that. And I, in the end, shouldn't let anything bother me unless until I personally don't like it. Which to be honest, I tend to take my own decisions with those kind of things. Like, for example, everybody's like divided into two camps. There is a camp that says, oh, we love this. It's so wild and wacky and freaky. We love the whole card and we love everything about it. Chains, harnesses, whatnot. And then there's another camp that are like, yeah, we don't need this. Like, we could have done with something wholesome. We could have done something fluffy. Could have done something with that. But, we didn't need to go through this entire thing. And I'm like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't like this much. Like, it's not my favorite banner. But then again, it's been, 2 months since I joined the game. So for me, I go with one thing. If I don't like something, I ignore it. If I do like I ignore it, but I'm not the one who's talking about it online. Not much, at least. I have an opinion, I give my opinion, and I'm just like, okay, carry on with my life, because honestly, there are many things that are more important than a game not a game not catering to my taste. If I don't like it, I will avoid it. And if it's not something avoidable, then I don't engage with it anymore. That's how I go about it. If I don't like something, I don't do it. It goes with anything that I play, even Genshin. Like, I wanted to play Genshin to a certain point, and then after that it was just like, oh, I don't find it entertaining anymore. I don't find it fun anymore. So I just stop. I don't want anybody's opinions to kind of influence me, so I just take my own decisions in that sense. Also, regarding the fact that I spoke about Twitter, I do have a personal Twitter account, but I don't really, I retweet stuff that I find nice or that I agree with. but that's it probably. I don't have a Twitter account related to the game specifically or related to my gaming ID on, you know, YouTube or anything. I don't have any of the accounts linked because it's a scary place. Like I said, it's very chaotic, it's very scary. You never know when something can get out of context and then people will start creating a big fuss about it, which, past few weeks already happened. So I'm like, and the worst part of Twitter sometimes, what most of the time, is that people are just very, very quick to jump on a bandwagon, very quick. And I feel like if they don't like something, they will bully you and they will haunt you, and to the point where you would start losing your mental health. So that's a very scary idea, to be involved in something that can completely destroy your mental health. And people are also, but I think one of the most scariest things about Twitter then is the fact that people can dox you, right? They can dox you, and that's scary. They can. Warning, enforcer, crumbling platforms ahead, look unstable, will not move quickly. Okay. I know this is going to take a few tries. Oh. Ooh. Come on, I don't have time, Silas. Be nice. Oh! Ah, haha. Nice. This is why I don't play and talk at the same time. I can't concentrate. So, as I was saying, it's hard to be on Twitter and, either take stuff seriously or just anything. I don't know, I have very conflicted feelings. I'm not completely... I guess what I'm trying to say is that being on Twitter is just, kind of scary. You never know when somebody takes something out of context and goes on a rampage about you, and the whole cancel culture is scary as heck. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't think I would want to have a Twitter account related to my YouTube channel or my gaming channel. So yeah, I do have a personal account though. It's just that it's not even personal, it's just that it's a very old account that I use. And funny enough, it's helped me keep track of important news, latest news about the things, the topics that I follow. Anime, manga, K-pop, all of that stuff. Very casually actually. I don't spend a lot of time. I just like to read, okay, what's going on here, what's going on there, what's going on in different fandoms and communities. That's just where it helps me keep track of things. Honestly, it looks like I'm telling all of this to Silas and he's just getting irritated, which makes sense. It's so funny. I didn't realize this until I, saw him move his head a couple of times, and I'm like, wow, it looks like I'm ranting to him about Twitter, and he's like, damn girl, shut up. Another thing that I wanted to reiterate on is the fact that I just do whatever I want in the end. By that I mean play whatever games I want to play, do whatever event I want to do, and I don't take that pressure on me, because I feel like it's pointless. You are supposed to play games to enjoy yourself, and if you're not doing that, then just move on from that point, right? There are a couple of things that annoy me about Love and Deep Space. There are a lot of things that annoy me about Tears of Themis. I complain about it, yes, I do. But then I also, if I'm enjoying the event, go ahead with it. If I don't, then, you know, I just cut off. I just cut off. I'm like, well, this is not fun anymore, so let me just go look for other things that are fun. And that's how I just carry on. I don't know. This just seems like something I wanted to talk about. A lot of hue and cry about, well, this is not, that is not, this is not. I'm like, yeah, sure, I have opinions about it too. And I'm pretty critical. So I will voice it out, but then I'll be like, well, is there any point more? Should I waste more energy? No, this is not worth my energy. So I'll just move on. Okay, Silas, I'm done complaining. Thanks for listening. Oh, this was fun. It's fun when you get to know that you're complaining and Silas is just like, damn, stop it. I'm already irritated that I'm, cuffed and behind the bars and whatnot. Handcuffed, by the way. We have to meet Raphael now. I forgot. Hello, Raphael. Interrogation room's chair shows no sign of being distressed. He looks more like an honored guest who's been cordially invited. I mean, he was an artist, so he's still carrying that aura. When I walk in, his gaze sweeps over the row of interrogation tools before landing on me. He looks like he should be... again, I will not stop talking about how he looks like he should be part of either some K-pop group or some like death metal, heavy metal, rock band.
Is this cutesy display the best you can do for your esteemed guests?
Wait, what? Why is his voice so growly?
Is this cutesy display the best you can do for your esteemed guests?
Okay, this is the deepest Raphael voice I've heard so far. I sit down at the interrogation table and my expression remains the same. I purposefully avoid touching the file in front of me. You're right. The usual tactics used by us are inappropriate for an SS-class predator. Especially for you, Tamino. The confined space amplifies the strength in my words. It makes Raphael's cough sound particularly grating. Oh yeah, that's kind of deep. But I'm used to this. Unfazed by the suspect's provocation, I nonchalantly continue speaking. Recently, the city became aware of Flowing Fire's great deeds, and you, their leader, proved to be elusive. It wasn't easy, but in the end, I got you in the palm of my hand. The man I considered as good as caught finally looks up, an ambiguous smile appears on his face. I hate when the MC tries to be overconfident and fails utterly at that. It's just like, let's be humble until proven, okay? Let's not make a fool of ourselves by being overconfident about things.
I see you're still relentlessly chasing after me, like a desperate playboy chasing skirts. I trust all is well since we last saw each other, my dear supervisor.
That? Wait, let me go through the dialogue.
I see you're still relentlessly chasing after me, like a desperate playboy chasing skirts.
That is such a hard-hitting line, dude. That is such a line. I would be so, like, embarrassed to hear that. I would blink, like, damn, I just got roasted. And I'm not the one who's in the interrogation seat, you know. I got roasted by the person I was supposed to interrogate. Ugh. But, like, that is a hard-hitting line. I trust all is well since we last saw each other. Wait,
I trust all is well since we last saw each other, my dear supervisor.
no, this was nice.
Is this cutesy display the best you can do for your esteemed guests?
Oh, wait, I like that as well. Before he became a predator, he was a renowned opera singer. Former supervisor, you mean?
Yeah. But someone here wants to reconnect.
Why do I like all of Raphael's voice lines? Because I do. I stand up and move closer to the railing, which allows Raphael's gaze to follow me. It's as if he's watching a prey willingly fall into a trap. That is what happens when you're overconfident about things. And you don't know if you're getting the right details or not. Like if you got something to trap the other person with, yeah, then your confidence makes sense. I don't think we have enough. Okay. A potent frenzy enhancer has appeared on the black market. We traced its source to an abandoned building near Lincoln suburbs. The building was used to imprison predators who had been experimented on. We know one of its escapees later joined the flowing fire.
So, you want me to help you find this person?
I mean, obviously, but help me find whatever you can find about this, obviously. This individual was also a test subject. They probably have information about the frenzy enhancer.
I'm afraid you're talking to the wrong person. I'm not interested in these drugs.
Okay, but you should be interested in the people who were part of your group, though. Cooperation requires negotiation. I'm not here to negotiate with you, though. In other words, you're here to lend a hand. Raphael slightly flexes his wrists that's still restrained. First of all, how did she manage to catch him? What is the proof that, like what in what sense was he convicted at the moment? Now, I am the person who digs in deep for no reason. Like, forgive me, you guys. I will just dig in for no reason.
Do people in the LCBI use incarceration as a way to ask for help?
You're literally a predator. What more way do you think I can find information from you about without risking my life? And but how do you suppose I should ask you then? Safety is paramount. I've been saying it from day one. It's one of LCBI's methods. However, I have my own way of doing things. I tapped the panel in front of me a few times. The restraint bindings Raphael to the chair disappear. MC has no regards to her safety. I don't know how I feel about this. You're free to strangle me, sir. From this point on, think of it as my personal invitation. You can decide whether to accept it or not. Like a king of beasts emerging from its den, Raphael takes a moment to stretch languidly.
Once we're out of the LCBI's jurisdiction, you'll be in my territory. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a taste of being a supervisor for once.
Don't count on it, sir.
You want me to be your loyal servant, right? Then you should keep me under close watch. You've done it before, and you can do it again.
Do I want to do it again? That is the question. But if I get to hear more deep profile, gravely voice, I might want to consider doing it again. And we are going to Caleb. Ooh, a different place. As the door to the interrogation room closes, sounds from the outside world are silenced. Good evening, Mr. Councilman. This is going to be funny. The soft clink of chains disturb the quietness as Caleb lifts his head. His gaze meets mine. This famous councilman of the Northern District maintains his composure even when he's restrained to a chair. And when he sees me, a faint smile appears on his face. And he also looks like he's about to give a K-pop performance, a very hard-hitting one. I guess you're settling in quite nicely.
It's an interesting experience, I'll give it that.
Dude, Caleb looks really, really good. I take a seat at the table, open the file before me, and read the charges against him out loud. Allegedly, Councilman Caleb from the Northern District is suspected of bribing LCBI officials. He intends to interfere with the LCBI standard protocols. As such, an arrest warrant and an investigation has been conducted. How will you respond to these charges? Instead of answering my question, he crosses his legs and shifts into a more comfortable position with an unhurried composure. He looks at me.
Before I answer your question, Miss Enforcer, I have a personal conundrum that must be addressed. I hope you can help me clarify the situation.
Go on.
As far as I'm aware, the LCBI needs to undergo a rather complex process to obtain an arrest warrant for a councilman.
So, what about it?
I'm curious. I wonder who would use such a method. All for the sake of detaining me, no less.
Even though it's presented as an inquiry, his gaze is fixated on me. He already knows the answer. I lower my voice and lean towards his ear. If you knew it was me, then why did you willingly comply?
Did it ever occur to you that I complied because I knew it was you?
No. It never occurred to me. Never. So, Caleb, how will you respond to these charges? Caleb doesn't say a word as he meets my gaze again. Then he sighs as if he's finally conceding.
You accuse me of bribery. Are you referring to the evening of the day before yesterday? A certain enforcer invited me to visit her home for a private discussion.
Well, Mr. Caleb, you will be detained on suspicion of obstructing the LCBI. Once the formalities are complete, I can't hold myself back anymore. I reach for the wall and switch off the listening device. Oh, how the tables have turned. How the tables turn have. This is an interrogation room, not your living room. You could at least try to hide our relationship, Mr. Councilman.
So, your goal was to actually lock me up?
Oh, I have other reasons as well, but at least you're safe here. The fact that Caleb is an SS-class predator is a secret only known to him and me. Dude, anybody who's looking like this, who in their right mind would be like, oh yeah, that's definitely not an SS-class predator. James, nah, would never give it up. Someone deliberately released a large amount of frenzy enhancer spray to cause chaos. Although the incident was quickly contained, reports accusing Caleb of being a predator flooded the internet. Whoever the mastermind has been planning this for a while. They're trying to create a scandal and force you out of office. Wait, imagine if it was Zane who's done that. It would be so fitting. Like Zane being the mastermind who flooded the internet with that in order to get Caleb out of the office. Just saying. Regardless of their plans, they can't touch you while you're under the LCBI's protection. For now, at least.
In other words, you'll keep me here until the public outcry dies down.
Do you have a problem with that?
Not really. I'll just treat this as a vacation that I don't often get.
Great.
Besides, our lovely enforcer wouldn't have the heart to leave me all by myself, right?
What do I look like to you? An entertainer? Like, do you want like drinks to go with your vacation, Caleb? Do you want a margarita? Do you want a pina colada? Like you're enjoying some exotic vacation in a dungeon-like place? Let me know what you need. I pretend I didn't see the mischievous glint in his eyes and clear my throat. I would say that. Given your unique position, it wouldn't be appropriate for you to remain within the LCBI building indefinitely. I slide a document across the table for Caleb to see. Come on, move on. I touch the control panel and the restraints around Caleb's body instantly clatter to the ground. Shortly after your identity was exposed, there was a series of predator attacks across the Northern District. Traces of frenzy enhancer we found at those crime scenes matched the frenzy enhancer spray from the banquet. Our investigation revealed that all these frenzied predators were spotted near an abandoned building in the Southern District at some point. Considering how you lived in both Northern District and Southern District, I made a request on your behalf. You'll be acting as a special consultant. You'll be assisting me with this investigation. However, you must remain within my line of sight at all times for this assignment. You can't leave without my approval either. Worried he might not cooperate, I quickly add to my statement. You already pleaded guilty. You don't have the option to refuse.
I could never say no to your requests anyway.
We're bringing the relationship from childhood bestie to AU. Nice. Like, that hasn't changed, so. Although it's not openly stated what their relationship is, but
Aren't
not
I
surprised.
already under enforcer surveillance?
That is the problem. And we got this. What can I buy here? Supply center. Okay, I have 2 of these. Fine. 600, okay. How much would it be if I just got this? Oh, it's just 5. I could get the dress if I wanted to. Oh. A lot of things to buy. But we are not going to do that now. We're not going to do this at the moment. I think I'll stop the video here because it's already 20 minutes long. I've yapped enough. And I will do the game, so don't worry, the game will still we'll still record the game. It's just not in this video. I'll try again in the next one because I've yapped all the yapping that I wanted to do. So yeah, and we're going to switch back to Silas because our main I still feel bad for yapping in his ear about Twitter. But anyways, we will consider pulling maybe in the next video. Honestly, I can't bring myself to pull on the banner. I'm just like, do I want the hair that badly where I have to use my very hard-earned wishes just for the hair? No. Decisions that I'm very bad at taking. Alright then, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, do take care and remember, may the gacha be ever in your favor. I hope and wish everyone who's pulling on this banner lots of luck. May you get the cards you want. Yay! Bye guys.